Retro Gamer Knee here. Gonna go over Famicom Classic Mini. I bought mine, I don't know, like 6 years ago after the NES Mini came out. That sounds about right. Probably about 6 years ago. I thought it was like 2017 or 18. I bought it as an alternative to the NES Mini because I couldn't find an NES Mini. Man, I actually kind of overpaid for mine. I bought it from someone on eBay. I remember paying $116 out the door for it, but it was a lot cheaper than an NES Mini was at the time. Now they're like, if you find them, like $50, $60, if you can even still find one. I don't know if they've gone up in value on eBay or anything like that, but last time I remember seeing them for $60 at a Best Buy, and I had the Famicom Mini, but it's a little different. I'm going to show the games a little bit here after I talk about it a little bit, but here I'll show, here's the box to it, back of it, top, side, bottom. I'll open it up quick. It's not inside here. I have it sitting right there. See what's left in it. I mean, I don't have the power adapter to show, but that's just the basic adapters they use on these mini systems. They're all the same. There's really nothing to show. There's the inside of the box. See some stuff down here I left in it. Man, it's been a while since I opened it. What do we got in here? Yeah, it's just the packaging stuff, you know, that was in there. And then there's dropping stuff on the floor here. Let's see. This came with it. I want to hang on to that, don't I? It's all in Japanese. Someone just happened to have one, and that must be like an instruction book to it. I don't even know what this is, just some information on it. Could be like health and safety stuff. It looks like a registration card or something. There's this little, whatever this is. I can't read Japanese, so I really couldn't tell you what this is all about. But here, I'll just put it all back in the box. And I kept it all this time. Here. Close this up. And I'll start showing the actual Mini. I have it sitting right here. That there. There is the Mini. I'll get a little closer with it. Pretty cool. Controllers go in like they did on the original Famicom. You set them in the side. I got that backwards. Got it all tangled up is what I've got going on here. Yeah, tangled. I don't even know which controller I showed first, but here, I'll just do this. Okay. Pretty cool. They're small too. They're not bad. I didn't think I'd be able to get used to them when I got them, but see how small that is? They're pretty easy to use, kind of comfortable. The one, it says, it doesn't actually have a mic, but it shows that on controller 2 with that mic. There was something you could do on the Famicom with that. I didn't have one because, you know, I'm in the US, so I wouldn't have known much about this. It'd be nice to pick up a Famicom, but you kind of have to get a modded one that has the RCA jacks, because otherwise, it's like you got to find channel 90 something to get that thing to even come on, and your TV has to be capable of pulling that channel up, or it won't work. That's what I got of that when I researched it. So if it's modded with the RCA jacks, you're better off for the picture and the sound and all that. But yeah, here's the underside. The controllers are built in, as you can see. So the only thing I don't like about that, and that's how the Famicom was. They were built in. If you have to replace them because something goes bad, you have to open the thing up and probably do desolder work and solder work on it again. You got your HDMI port, and then that would be the power port there. And that's about it. That's all it really is. There's 30 games on it like the NES Mini. So what I'm going to do now, see if this doesn't even open, does it? Thing over the cartridge, that would open if it was an actual Famicom. You stick the cartridge in. I'm going to go over the games and see what I can play and can't play, because it's got like Final Fantasy on it. And Final Fantasy, unless you can read Japanese with this thing, you're not going to really be able to do much with it unless you just guess at the game or something. But here, I'll show them and we'll see what we think about them. So let's go to it. Alright, so here it comes. I just turned it on. And here are the games you have. That's Super Mario Brothers. You can tell that one actually says Super Mario Brothers 3. Super Mario USA. There's The Legend of Zelda, which you should be able to play that for the most part if you know the Zelda game. Shouldn't really need the text would help, because it does kind of tell you some stuff. It does tell you stuff in the game. If you know where to go already, it wouldn't be a problem. This one, I'm not sure what that is. Neither that one, but these two look like they go together, like there's a part 1 and part 2 there. Then that's Double Dragon 2. This one I don't know the name of. Dr. Mario, you got that. We know that's Donkey Kong. I think that's Ninja Gaiden. That's Balloon Fight. At Pac-Man, it actually says it. This one I know is Final Fantasy, or whatever they called it over there. The first one was actually like what? Was the first one considered like 4? Then 2 would have been 5, and then, yeah, 3 would have been 6, yeah. You got Kirby's Adventure, that's Ghosts and Goblins, Mario Golf, Mario Brothers Plumbing there. That's Metroid. That's Zelda 2. Actually says it there, The Legend of Zelda 2. Rockman 2, which is Mega Man 2. That's Ice Climber. That's Castlevania. Not sure what that is. Or that. You got some on here different. I know that's Excite Bike. Galaga, Gradius, or Gradius. Some people think that might be actually how you pronounce it. Super Contra, then you're back at Super Mario Brothers. Here, I'll bring up Super Mario Brothers. And it's the same exact game. Not any different than the American version here from what I'm seeing. Now 3 that has some stuff laid out a little different. That's about no reason to keep playing that. I'll bring up Super Mario 3. Now, when it comes back, that's the thing I never saw, where that window came back, is you're going into the stage. The US version, it just fades into the stage, and that's it. It doesn't have a square swipe out going into the stage, if you caught that, if you know what I'm talking about. But now watch this. The difference between the US version and the Japanese one, when you're Super Mario into the raccoon suit or frog suit or fire flower, you shrink right down. You don't have any handicap in between, or you just become Super Mario if you get hit from the raccoon suit. That's just it. I noticed that when I got this and couldn't figure it out, but recently I saw some stuff on it, and that was one of the differences. And I know there's things laid out differently in this one, which makes it a little trickier of a game. Well, that's Super Mario Brothers 3. Show something else here. Super Mario USA. Now, I don't know why they didn't put the Lost Levels on this Famicom Mini, Classic Mini. Same game, only it says Super Mario USA. This is exactly the same game that we got here. They just changed that title screen. I mean, you can see this is exactly the same. They just gave it to them over in Japan. Since they didn't actually have it there, they got it later. I think there's actually a cartridge you can buy over there that's Super Mario USA. Zelda. Let's bring up one of these games. I don't know what it is. Tecmo. That looks like Link. A little fat version of him. I don't know. That's the one good thing about getting this is you get some different games. Okay, press up to jump. I hate it when they do that. My life seems to be going down. Okay, I don't know what the game was. Thank you, Dana. You release this room, try next one. Okay, so it's kind of like a puzzle game. Not sure what it's called, but looks kind of interesting. Let's try something else. This big sumo guy here. Man, he's smacking the crap out of him is all I'm seeing. Which one do I do? I guess the top one. Yeah. What am I picking out here? These are letters, apparently. I'll just pick one and go with it. Well, I already picked one. What do they want? I don't know if it's the problem with this. I'm out of here. Get me off the Japanese writing. I can't do it. This is a fighting game. Let's just go to it. There, that's it. It was to put your name in. That's what it was. That's exactly what that was. Okay. I'm not sure. He came at me and I can't seem to do much of anything. Yeah, it's a sumo fight game. Did I just throw him? I think I won. Different. Definitely different. Alright, let's try something else. We know what Dr. Mario looks like. Donkey Kong. Pac-Man. No use of even bringing up Final Fantasy. I'm just going to be a lost cause on that. Castlevania. Here, I'll bring up Zelda 2 just so you can see the... That'd have been on the Famicom disk systems. Yeah, some of them start like that. Please set discard. That's cool they put some Famicom disk systems games on there. That sounds different. The intro sounds different. Yeah. The Legend of Zelda 2. As would say, The Adventure of Link. Sorry about the name I put up there. I guess I was trying to play this before. Here, I'll go to that file. That was the name I must have given him when I was playing. As you're sucked to a battle. Well, that's a different sound. A little bit of a region difference there. I can speak right. The music sounds a little different. Well, that's a good thing. They made it a little different than the US version. Yeah, I've done some stuff in this file, just... I'm not sure if the game's actually harder. Ah, it killed me. That's a different sound effect. Alright, that's enough of that. Try something else here. There's Excite Bike. Not any different than the US one, I guess. Same game. I haven't played this in a long time. My grandparents bought me this game once. I think they sent it to me for my birthday or something. That's why I had it. That's good enough for that. Let's see here. Try one more. We'll try one of these. Those are the two same guys in each box art there. I don't know what I'm selecting. I'm just going to hit whatever. Yeah. Let's get in there and start fighting. I guess that's what it is. Yep, it's a beat 'em up. Yeah, it's just a beat 'em up. Alright, well, I'm satisfied. This is about all I'm going to show with it. I mean, you see everything that's on it. A lot of the same stuff the NES Mini has on it. Then there's stuff that were, you know, Japan only releases apparently here. I guess that's what they are. That's what I would assume anyway. They put on this version for Japan, you know, it's just two different, you know, regions, you know, that got it differently like any other kind of game or system or whatever. But here, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off and I'll sit here and talk about it for a couple more minutes and then I'll just wrap this up. Okay, so what did you think of the Famicom Classic Mini? Let me know in the comment box down there what you think, and we'll talk about it a little bit and see what your thoughts and opinions are of it. I mean, I don't really recommend going out looking for this thing unless you want it in your collection, but I mean, it's up to you what you do. I mean, maybe this video will help you decide if you want to get one of these or not, just to have it on hand. I mean, it has some different games compared to the NES Mini that we got here in the US, so, I mean, it's completely up to you whether you want it or not. Like I said, I just got it as an alternative at the time because I really wanted an NES Mini and they were just sold out back then, so this is what I did instead. Got a Famicom Classic Mini and I still have it and it's pretty nice. I mean, it's just nice piece to have in the collection. Occasionally I turn it on. Like, I might do a playthrough of that Super Mario Brothers 3 with things being laid out a little bit. It's slightly different in some stages. There's a few things. I've seen them, but I can't really talk about them because couldn't really pinpoint it as exactly where it's at for someone to even know what I'm talking about on that. I start playing it, I might be able to point out a couple of things, but try to do it on the challenge of, you know, and I can save it too because it's on this thing. I can save the state, but try to do it based on the challenge of being full Raccoon Soup Mario to where if you get hit, you're just regular Mario. You're not Super Mario like they give you that handicap in the US on our version here. So I was thinking about doing a playthrough of that on this, just for fun, you know. So I did a playthrough of Super Mario Brothers 3, you know, several months ago, and did it world by world. Each video is its own world. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this Famicom Classic Mini review that I did. I tried to be as informative as I could. If I missed anything, let me know in that comment box, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.